So, where are we? We will kick off. Right, I'll try and get some enthusiasm going. Oh, wake up, Michael. Right, where were we? We were having a chin wag, everyone passed out, and we are going to continue from then. So, is everybody ready?
Sure am.
Bam. Meet Eleanor's house.
Ah, cool.
She actually has a house now. Slight retcon from last time. There is no wall or door leading down to the basement. There is a hatch outside the house for that, but she tells you.
Cool.
Because she told you she had a basement. So, Dion, put yourself back. Thank you. You have not been given permission to move.
Stay in bed.
So,
I tell him that all the time.
it was just gone 12. Everyone had collapsed. And in actual fact, if I remember rightly, that she was then placed in the bed, and the doc was kind of confused as to what was going on. And then everybody woke up simultaneously, including Dion. So Dion,
Young man.
you have been sick and ill for the last 2 days or so. Most of it's a bit of a hazy dream as far as you can remember. There's lots of bright lights and lots of pain. But you are now feeling perfectly fine.
I just remember sloth for some reason.
You
No,
vaguely
no one
recall-
remembers this.
You vaguely recall a big hairy beast in your dreams, but
That was Solomon.
Let's leave that for another day.
exactly. So, Dion, you have just awoken. You are in this strange room, and there is this new woman who stands taller and wider than the lot of you, and she's pointing at you.
Solomon?
What?
Where the hell are we?
Ugh.
What are you doing awake? You should be asleep. Why is he awake? This is other woman who is stood
I need to
pointing.
look at my notes. I have
Is that this woman?
Yes, that is that woman. So she's probably moved to about here. Is looking at you. Going, what are you doing?
I've no idea who you are.
She tells you that she is Faust, and that she was looking after you, but that you should have been out for another couple of days. And why are you awake? And then she turns to my notes to Doctor Wyatt and asks, "Is this something to do with all those weird things you were telling me about?"
I would say yes.
Okay, that is weird.
Yes.
What else can they do?
I don't really know. We're kind of in uncharted territory now. I think to get a better idea, I'd need to look at the research data. What was done right at the end before Dr. Dickhead ran off.
She says, well, my cellar is yours to use as you will. If you can find a way to fix the broken computer down there, you can use that as you wish.
I will definitely try and do that. Can I go and try and do that now?
Yes. So
Cool.
You run off.
Yeah.
Pop. And head out the front door, and she leads you round to a hatch into her basement, which opens down into a flight of stairs that leads to a very small, narrow, stoneworked corridor, and into a small room, in which is 2 large containers that have biometric locks on them, and a large, dilapidated computer with a couple of shotgun shell rounds shot into it.
Huh. Well,
And she says, "Good luck," and heads back upstairs to look at Dion.
yeah, okay. I'll get to work. And I think I'm mixing up my traveler characters. I don't even know if I have any computer repair skills. admin computers. I have computers and I have persuade. Can I persuade the computer to work?
You can try. Unfortunately, it does not succeed.
No, I'm not sure. It is going to be like a straight up repair.
It will have to be. You will have to find someone that can repair it. Yes.
Okay.
The doc
I'll
doesn't
go
know
up.
how.
If I've got the ability to repair,
Is it
but
mechanic?
no ability with computers.
That will be fine. You know the electronics and how the hardware is supposed to look and work, but forget using them. Well, you can use Word and like Google Chat.
I have a translator program.
Hmm.
It has a good UI.
You can fix it, but you still use AOL.
Yeah. Can't seem to get any internet down here. Okay, Solomon, what are you doing?
He
There.
doesn't know.
Amy, poke Ben. They both disappeared.
Is he on mute?
I think Amy must have muted herself.
Oh, there you go.
Because I muted myself so I wouldn't hear my echo, but then I was just hearing my echo, and it's very confusing. Right, so, what is Solomon doing? Solomon is just kind of like checking Dion's vital signs, making sure that he's okay-ish, and then once he's happy that he's okay, he's just going to kind of collapse on the floor and just be like, ugh, tired now.
Fair enough. Well, Eleanor walks back in, or Elfast, as she calls herself, walks back in and says, well, you're welcome to stay here. I can give you a little bit of money to stay at the Glowing Horn if you'd like. But basically just try and keep a low profile if you can.
What do you use for money here?
She puts out a pouch of gold coins, well, in this case, silver coins.
Is there any way for us to earn our own money here, or is this good? Is it just wood cutting that we'd need to do?
There's various jobs around town. I guess you could ask some people. I personally don't need any assistance. I heard Gareth at the forge could use an extra hand if one of you is strong enough to, or has any know-how with blacksmithing. That'd be probably good. If not, not really. I guess, yeah, you could join some of the lumber teams heading into the forest. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Eleanor blacksmith. Save. Sorry, I'm making my own notes as I make shit up. Alright. So, as I said, Dion seems fine. In fact, he seems healthier than he was a couple of days ago. So, Dion, you're awake and everything seems perfectly in order. Solomon
So
seems
is
to be
this-
fussing over you for some reason.
Does this woman appear to be a normal human woman?
Yes, she is human in every way, shape, and form.
I just kind of asked Solomon what attacked me. Something must have knocked me out.
No, it was your own stupidity.
A mushroom.
You're not there.
It's just the imposingness of your voice with the echo.
You're
Are you
not
getting echo
there.
again?
It's like I actually have eaten
Okay,
mushrooms.
fine.
It's like,
Okay,
Oh, there you
the
go.
echo's gone.
there we go.
Right. Look, you've got to stop just eating anything you can put your hands on. All right.
I was hungry.
That's so dodgy.
I can't protect you if you're going to be stupid. That's all I'm going to say on the matter, and I'm glad that you're awake again. All right.
Where are we?
I can't remember. What's the name of this place?
Ooh,
She
I can help
sighs
with that.
and says, "This is Arahal."
There you go. That's where we are.
This is our hell indeed. So I would start asking about who lives here, what the people like.
She tells you that they're normal people, nothing out of the ordinary from Arahal. Most of their work comes from sustained lumber from the forest, and then sending that in large shipments to the capital, Greystone.
Does she know much about the facility we came from?
She goes, only what your doctor friend has kindly enlightened me about. But that is ridiculous. I'm going to have to send a message to let people know about that.
I would like it made very clear that we were not part of the
Looks like you
hostility
were
faculty.
Fine.
I assure you, my lady, I had no, I did nothing for that facility.
You came from there. Why were you there in the first place?
I'm a diplomat.
Really? Okay. And why
Do you
were
think
you
with a man with
diplomating
suits as fine as this?
Well, yes, we're actually going to have to do something about those clothes. I can't have you walking around in suits all the time. Let's see what I've got.
They're barely suits at this point.
Well, yeah, they're still shirts and rather unusual trousers.
I'm fairly okay with a needle. If you can just give me some stuff, I'll make sure that I can whip up some shirts for the two of us, or lederhosen or whatever you guys wear.
she just pulls out a couple of tunics and some trews from her wardrobe and just throw them at you and says, "Just wear those."
Have you even heard of fabric softener?
I'm going to need to make some adjustments, otherwise he's going to give it away completely just walking around. So basically, I'm going to mostly strip Dion, so he's just wearing his underwear, and then I'm going to be sewing his sort of nice soft clothing on the inside of this so that he doesn't bitch like a woman the entire time. It's going to look a little bit horrifying and strange, but I'll just be like, look, it's ruined. We might as well get some use out of it, and then we'll buy some new stuff when we get out of here.
My face is going to have the look of a kid that has just been told Santa Claus isn't real. I can't believe that this is happening. I've taken off my suit and I'm wearing a tunic.
Cool. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for here. I mean, unless you want to ask her anything specific, she basically she's offered you the cot. She only has the one spare bed, and she's given you some ideas of some things you can do. Other than that, if we hop over to Blaze, you've finished your bath, and there are some clothes laid out for you.
Yep.
But your bag and tracksuit have been taken.
Yeah. This is evening, yeah.
It is just after 1 in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. Well, I suppose I get dressed in the clothes and then head down.
Yep.
And speak to whatever her name was. I'm not even sure I got a name.
Amanda.
Ah, that's right, Amanda. I didn't write it down for some reason, so I'll do that now.
Yeah, I've got nothing written down. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're slacking, guys.
Oh, hang on. I might have written down my character sheet. I wrote things on my character sheet. That's why.
God, that's just too clever.
It was too clever for me.
Exactly. Yeah, okay, so I'll speak to Amanda and say, where should I start?
Well, if you want to start now, then feel free. Table, she just points out and says, go collect some orders and bring them back.
I want to make myself useful.
Yeah.
Can I do a carouse roll for for the afternoon's work, just trying to pick up things and get friendly with the locals and that kind of thing?
You don't need to roll to do that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's part and parcel of what you're doing.
Alright.
Everyone seems to take a liking to you.
Oh, good.
You don't make a mess anywhere. You're pretty efficient.
That's our job.
Couple of occasions, someone almost walks into you, but you easily dodge them. You feel so much better after your bath. You're
Yes.
just so more you.
This is like the happiest I've been since we got to this planet.
It is, yeah, except that you're wearing some skirt and
Yeah.
some strange wooden shoes, but, well, not everything can be perfect.
That's fine.
And yeah, I mean, time rolls round. If you're happy just working, then yeah, it gets well into the evening, and the tavern closes around 9.
Ooh, wow,
Well,
that's early.
It gets to about 6-ish, at which point the building fills up quite
Okay.
heavily.
We'd probably be there by that point, I'd have thought.
Okay, fair enough. So at 6-ish, you'll notice that nobody is outside. The corona passes over,
yeah.
and then life goes on. Most of them just bid adieu. They take a drink and they leave.
When the corona goes over, does anyone like even flinch or anything, or are they just so used to it?
They don't bother about it.
Okay.
There is a bit of a hustle about it, so let's make sure that you're not outside.
Yeah.
A couple of kids are still playing, and their mums are screaming, and eventually the kids run.
So what I want to try and find out is whether they
Playing
know
chicken with the corona.
any stories of people who were caught out there in the corona.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
It's a curse from the 7 gods
yeah.
that orbit the planet, and anyone caught outside during the passing of the holy. It's filled with religious connotations and context, and anyone caught outside during those holy hours are smote down and disintegrated, and their souls are sent to the devil.
So it's always sinners that fall prey to it. Okay.
Yes. So only the holy know to be aware of God's might and stuff like that.
Has anyone ever survived it and been not a sinner but the opposite, like a
they tell you of a couple of the saints that are said to have been encountered in the holy flame, and have been reborn because of it.
Yeah.
But no one in living history.
Okay, that's cool. Got some useful information.
And because all
Has
man
anyone?
has some
Have we
infinite
seen
sin.
anyone with any weapons or anything?
So you've seen the guards. If you guys have left, then you'll see that there's a couple of men patrolling the outer palisade wall. They seem to be armed with some sort of with a longbow, effectively. They're strange weapons you've never seen before, and there are a couple of men walking around with.
Sorry, when you say strange things I've never seen before, is that strange things I wouldn't have seen when I was living on a...
You have, sorry,
rough planet?
I was talking to Dion now.
Oh, my apologies.
You'd have seen hunting bows and things like that.
Yeah.
These look a bit homemade, but no, yeah, you've seen something like this similar. But no, the majority of the men seem to be have a personal axe on their belt instead of a sword. If anyone asks about it, you're told that a true man is given his axe on his 16th birthday when he becomes a man, and women also have some, and they're sent out to harvest wood from the forest.
This place is known for its timber, after all.
It is. So a lot of you that were at Eleanor's, you guys head out at some point, and you're met with a pretty, I say, average, standard medieval vista. There's quite a number of houses inside this palisade wall. You can see the forge billowing smoke off to the north side. There's a large church off to the east, and there's a big square with a large well in the middle of town. And there seem to be 3 primary gates in the palisade if you go for a walk round. There's one on the west, one on the east, and one on the south sides. The south being where the forest is. Or jungle, as you guys would refer to it.
Is there anything that stands out as odd, and are there any kind of animals around? Because I know animals that we've seen have been larger than usual.
So you, in all honesty, most of it's weird to you.
Okay.
As far as you as a player, no, nothing stands out that would drag your attention to it. As for the animals, there are quite a few hens and cows and goats that are seen walking through the town and grazing on the grass that's on the outside of cobblestones, and that's about it. But there are a few, but there's definitely not enough farm animals in the village to sustain the village of this size. So you expect there to be farms somewhere out to the north on the plains.
Someday you will. Hey, on the right side, at least I'm going down, so, I'll be out of your hair.
And no one seems to be treating us any differently.
No, there doesn't seem to be any bias towards any particular person or type. Seems like quite a nice place as far as you can tell.
And how far are we from the facility, roughly? Can I suppose I would have been passed out, so I wouldn't actually. That wouldn't be something.
If you ask the group,
2 days.
Yeah, you're told that you're 2-3 days travel from it.
So we can't see it. There's no sign of.
You can't even see the smoke that would still be coming from the crash site.
Okay. Anyone want to head anywhere in particular?
I assumed you were heading to the bar.
Okay. that would probably be my suggestion as well. So.
Okay, I mean,
we do need to find Blaze.
You guys get there probably about 2 in the afternoon, after Solomon's finished stitching up your clothes. Solomon, do you go down into the basement at any point to check on the doctor?
I will probably head down and do my sewing down there to get away from his wincing and whinging about the fact that I'm ruining good clothing. So yeah, I'll probably be down there working on it.
Okay. So that when you go down there, you'll see the broken computer. Do you care to have a look at it? I mean, you've got your own, and I think the doctor has hers as well. So you may not need to fix this one too.
Well, are you down there? Okay. Well, do you ask for help? Oh,
Yes.
In that case, I will help. Yes, if someone asks me for help, then I help. Yeah, I'll do my best to.
Okay. Can you give me a repair intellect roll, please, or a mechanics intellect roll, please?
Okay, mechanic
I've got to be
1,
again, so.
intelligence 1.
Okay. You have a look at it, and you're pretty sure you can fix this. You reckon it'll take you between 3 and 4 hours, but you will have to strip down one of your computers to get some of the parts you need. But you do reckon that this one's more powerful than any of the ones you've got.
Is there any way to strip down the device, that timekeeping device, rather than one of our computers?
You can try and see if it has the components you need.
Because I'd rather cannibalize something that's not ours.
Sure.
Okay, I'll try and do that.
Okay, sure. Give me a mechanics education roll.
It's the same roll.
Okay. You take this apart, and you find some of the pieces you need, but it doesn't have the memory type that you're needing. You reckon you can put the device back together if you want.
Okay, I'll put this device back. Well, okay, I'm not going to put this device back together because I want to try and hack the chip, and I might want to try and do that without the casing on it.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm not. I have no idea about computers. I wouldn't even know where to begin hacking a chip. I'll just put it back together again.
Okay, you do that.
Or Doctor, do you want to play with the internals of this, or are you quite happy for me to put it back together?
You know this is Doctor... What's his name's personal data pad. Dr. Einhard Rydell's personal data pad. But as far as you can tell from the display, all it seems to show is the time. I think you are muted again, Amy, if you are saying anything.
I said, and that's as far as I got. So the options are put it back together or what?
Just leave it apart and play around with the internals rather than via the GUI.
Using computers, what is likely to get more information about? Like, it's in my remit of skill, but not because it's mechanical. Or...
To play with the internals to try and hack it would be a computer's process, but you'd need another computer to do it. To try and get around the password or encryption protection will just be a computer's role based on its hardware, but so far that's been unsuccessful, and you probably need the password to do that or know how it works.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just. Can I make a computer's roll? I'll try. I'll try and crack it once, and then we'll just say, we'll put it back together.
Okay, sure. So you can either use one of your handheld computers now, or wait for Ben to put together the larger one and use that.
I use mine.
Okay. Can you give me an intellect plus computers roll, please? Okay.
That was the worst possible roll.
You start working on it while Ben puts the main computer together. Well, actually, Solomon, if you do that, I haven't asked. Never mind. You have a look at this, and you're pretty sure that the encryption's at the chip level, rather than at the graphics, rather than at the software level. So you're probably you're facing the same issue with regards to not knowing the encryption to break it.
Okay, leave it be.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So just to clarify, that's you to put it. That's us telling Solomon to put it back together.
Yeah, Solomon puts it back together, and then I'm just like, I need a computer in order to fix this.
You have one. Dion has one. And...
I know, but I want someone else's computer to fix this, not mine.
I know.
Do you have one?
Solomon has mine as well, which is I don't know how to use it.
No, I don't think scientific sensor is what's needed here.
No.
Okay then. Well, I'm going to. I can't take Dion's apart because he'll just bitch and moan. What did you have on yours, Dion?
Absolutely nothing.
I'd literally. I imagine I bought it at like a department store because someone told me it was new and hip. And then I just gave it to you because I didn't know what to do with it.
Right, well mine's
pretty much. It's like I bought an iWatch or something like that.
Well, I paid for a special translator programs just in case we ran across people that spoke different language to us. So I really don't want to break mine down. But yours is a more powerful computer than mine because yours is tech level 11, whereas mine's only tech level 9. So it makes more sense for us to break mine down. So I'm going to ask the doctor to transfer the translator program from my computer to Dion's computer. which should be just a simple transfer because I've got all the passwords needed.
Yeah.
But
Bit
I'm
of piracy.
It's not piracy.
It's click and drag.
Yeah. Create internal network connection.
Yeah.
Share
Anyway,
files.
so
Yep,
that's
you do
all
that.
sorted. So I moved the I'm going to just stupid freaking mouse. I'm going to move that across to Dion's computer, and then mine gets pulled
Bastardized.
apart for parts.
Okay, cool. Can you
So
give me a mechanics?
Do you mean I could actually fail this? This is lame. Yay!
Okay, happy? Yes, you succeed at fixing the computer.
And I lose my own in the process.
Yes, you do. You have gained control of a tech level 12 computer, and it is quite sizable, so is not portable.
Okay, well, we can come back to that later. For now, I'm going to sort of suggest to the doctor that we go and do some socialising in the bar for a little bit and just try and get some information. Yes, no?
I'd imagine I would have been upstairs just quizzing her about things that I can't believe they don't have. Do you have vodka? Do you have cars?
No, they have
Anti-grav.
mead and horse and cart.
Yeah, so I would have gone through about a 15-minute long list, not believing it when they said they didn't have it.
Yeah.
The thing is, she's actually from a sort of a high-tech level community, so she knows all this shit.
Yep.
It's just really irritating. Well done. You are irritating.
I like to put a bit of myself in every character.
We've noticed.
Okay, so you guys are done, and you head over to the bar. Dr. Wyatt, did you decide to go with them, or are you going to stay and work on the data?
Staying with my data.
Okay, cool. You start plugging in what you've got, and the computer starts whirling away and saving it and processing it and doing whatever computers do. Pardon me. And the other two of you get to the tavern about 3 o'clock. And as I say, there's not really much going on. People come in and out, grabbing sort of boxes of lunch. And you see Blaze in a homespun sort of dress with a tunic underneath, serving the tables.
Hello.
Hey, Blaze.
Dion's awake, I see.
Yeah.
That's good news.
We
I'll
all
just
kind of...
nod.
He did his thing where he falls down and then gets back up, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, that happened to me as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Just kind of ignoring it now.
Is Blaze wearing a different outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before she was wearing a tracksuit, now she's in, as I said, a dress and a tunic.
Very simple looking.
We are also fairly simple looking, except Dion's clothes are weirdly bulky.
I'll say nice, nice.
And I'm wearing
Dion.
armour underneath mine, so.
So yours would be as well.
Yeah.
I'll just go
Are
nice.
you?
Nice
You
duds,
left
guys.
your ablative armor behind.
Yes, but I have a flak jacket as well.
Oh, awesome.
I was carrying both just in case.
Well done.
I over-prepared.
Double stack armor.
Did I leave my ablative armour behind?
Yeah, you did.
In the sloth cave to carry the extra.
Oh yeah, I did get rid of it. I decided to keep the laser transceiver.
That's fine.
Nice duds, guys.
Same back at you. What have you found out so far? Anything of interest?
Well, I found out the name of the place, where we are, and what the locals think about that corona thing.
Well, it turns out that the doctor that we went to see is from our part of town, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I get you.
So,
Well, that's a bit strange.
well, it worked out well for us.
Well, does she know a way back
Nope.
home?
Nope.
Oh. Not at all.
She's got some potentials, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
Okay.
She's got to do some. She's got to send out some messages.
So we're planning on waiting in town for a while.
I think we should probably earn a bit of money, and it seems you've already gotten started on that.
Well, I'm just working for free tonight and putting me up and let me bathe and things. So I think I'm basically working for the night, and then after that I'll have to see.
Okay.
Are you a bar woman?
Tonight I am, I'm afraid.
Dion. Dion. Remember, we're in a small town, and remember what happened last time in the small town with the bar woman.
Word travels fast.
And somebody that wasn't you got beaten up. If that happens again, I'm not going to get in the way.
Just a little glass.
Does he actually want a drink? I'll say that to you, Solomon.
Yeah. Did we get?
Yes, he does.
Did we
And
get
I
a
will
little bit of
interrupt.
money?
If you took what she offered, then yes.
Yeah, we've got-
you have enough money for food and lodgings for the day.
Okay, I
She's
promise.
the bar
to pay
woman.
back.
She can get us free drinks.
No,
I can't
she
get you free
And
drinks.
you also have to treat her with respect. Remember, bar women and men are people too.
Solomon's a real gentleman.
He tries to be pleasant.
No, I just don't like getting hit.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's your order? I'll fetch it for you.
Something
I hope it's
non-alcoholic
mead.
for me and alcoholic.
Yeah, something strong.
Okay.
I'll just have. I imagine water's not too safe to drink, so I'll probably go with something. Sod it. I'll have some alcohol.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's actually going to be any good around here.
Right. I'll go to Amanda and I'll say, you don't happen to have any caliber, do you?
She looks at you, slightly confused, not knowing what that term means.
Oh, never mind.
Asks you to explain.
Can I get 2 meads, please?
She's like, sure.
For my friend.
Why aren't you doing it yourself? You have just been employed to be a bar
Well,
person.
that's what I mean. So I can fetch it over there. I am ordering the drinks for you, so I can fetch them.
Yep.
Okay.
She hands you 2 tankards and asks if there's any. Well, and she sends you off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys spend the rest of the afternoon and evening there. You hear a lot of chatter about some strange goings on in the forest at the moment. You saw something that spooked the birds and something that seemed to fell some trees deep into the woods a couple of days ago.
I'm going to be.
Could have been.
I'm going to be sitting right next to Dion, and the moment he starts going, I think that was us. I'm just going to just grab him and just hold him down. Shut up.
That's fine.
Sorry, I know I'm playing your character for you, but I kind of feel that's the way you would be acting.
All mouth. Yeah, no thought behind it.
Well, you've had no alcohol in quite a while, so even if you were thinking, the alcohol's kicked straight in.
Yeah.
And I'd start telling him, Solomon, a really boring story about a book I read about the history of mead and how the best mead comes from bees from so and so.
That's fine.
As long as you're doing that, that's fine. That's not irritating or potentially dangerous.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, time rolls on. It gets late. You guys are still sat there when most of the patrons have left, and Amanda asks Blaze if she wants to ask if those 2 want a room.
Okay.
Or if not, it's closing time.
Yeah, I feel like I probably would have organised this earlier. I'm a fairly organised
sure.
person. I've just gone and sort of gone, we'll be staying the night. Here's some money. I hope this is enough.
She says, yeah, that's fine. And she points you to the room. It's third on the right upstairs. And Blaze, yours is the second on the right upstairs.
Okay. I'll help clean up before I go.
Amy, Doctor Wyatt has worked tirelessly through the day, and most of the data seems to be on the computer now. Um, it's still on the hard drive that you've got as well, so that's good. And it's chugging away at trying to process some of the latest findings that haven't had a chance to be computed yet. And you reckon that will be ready in the morning.
Okay. Shall I? Okay. Well, I'm just leaving the code to compile or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So during this, Elfast has come down and offered you food and drink to keep you hydrated, and reminds you that her bed's still for offer if you want it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay there. I'll stay close to the computers and just chat with her and shoot the shit about medical stuff.
She's quite interested in that, and also knowledgeable at the same time. Some of the few processes you talk about she doesn't quite follow, but she knows her basics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Morning rolls round, and you guys wake up as light breaks through the curtains. You all get up. Well, you don't get up, but it's about 6 a.m. at this point. Dion and Solomon, surprisingly enough, you don't have a hangover at all from the mead. You seem perfectly fine and quite awake and energized, unlike myself.
Well, I'll be up early.
Hey.
Looking after stuff.
Yeah. Dion, what do you do?
Wake up. Is there a nice big window?
Yep, there is. And you look out, and there is roaring bright lights, and the room is slightly shaking. And you know that it's the corona passing, so it's really early.
If it's that early, I will push the blinds closed, and I will go back to bed for an hour.
Okay. Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
It is 6 a.m. There's a light shake to the room, bright lights. You're awake. What do you do?
Go to. Amy, can you mute yourself? Thanks. Right, go to Dion's room. Knock on the door.
You guys are sharing a room.
We're sharing a room. Oh, in that case, I'll just be up, basically just doing my best to fix up the clothing that he wears and just thinking about the day that we had and what we're going to do next.
Okay. Blaze.
Yep.
It's 6 a.m. Lights glaring. Slight shake to the room.
Okay.
What do you do?
I would get up and probably start doing some stretching and some exercises.
Okay.
Might be a bit stompy, which would probably annoy Dion on the other side of the wall, but you know.
No, it's not too bad. Okay. Morning rolls round. As I say, you eventually get up and head downstairs.
Okay.
Everything seems perfectly fine, and nothing untowards.
Okay, is there people down here other than us? Just like other patrons?
There's Amanda and her husband, George, as you were introduced last night. I seem to have this thing with G names at the moment.
That's
interesting. And
good names.
He's in the kitchen as he was last night, slaving away, and Amanda's cleaning down the front desk, writing some of the bottles and things that have fallen over.
Mm-mm.
And bids you good morning.
Good morning, Amanda. So I was thinking, do you need more help around here?
She says you were very helpful last night, and that she can always do with more assistance, and she'd be willing to hire you on.
Could I maybe give another audition?
Oh, for that? Yes, sure.
Okay.
She looks at you not expecting much better.
Feeling more refreshed today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out.
Double one.
It's going to happen again, isn't it? Oh, are you serious?
She pats you on the head and she tells you there is a wonderful dance school in Greystone,